everyone. You know, sometimes as coders and auditors, we're the last ones to know about new things that come into the office, but sometimes we should be the first. Hello everyone, Shannon DeConda with NamUs. You know, as coders and auditors, we should help everyone in the office be aware that when new fundamentals and interventions and techniques come into the office, maybe we should be some of the first to know instead of the last to know. The past week, I got an email from a friend, client, and NamUs member who their office received a new type of intervention for their clients. It was actually a patch that they could dispense to their clients. This particular client's a podiatric client, and the rep had told them to use a modality code that was actually a physical therapy code for this type of patch. Now, the physical therapy code, if you're familiar with those, actually was a 15-minute code, and it said that the provider, physical therapist, should be in attendance during the code. So my obvious refute was, no, you cannot bill that code, especially if you're dispensing a patch for the patient to take the patch home with them. So we need to be involved when new interventions are provided in any practice to make sure that the advice that is given by any sales rep or any rep, look, I have with you, we've all been in practices before. We know that sales reps have the best of intentions when they are giving out any type of samples, and they're there at the benefit of who sent them, giving out that coding advice, but we always need to do our due diligence and check. So as coders and auditors in organizations, we need to step up and remind our providers, our practice managers, those that are boots on the ground in the individual practice locations, hey guys, if you are going to put a new practice in place, a new service line, before you do, let us look at those codes that you're going to use. We don't want to bill for any services until we check those codes out. You know, while we don't think we would ever want to commit fraud, of course nobody ever wants to commit fraud, it is still abuse if we bill those codes and we didn't intend to do it, but we still did it. We collect revenue for things not knowing they were the wrong codes to use. And then we have to go through all of the details of going back, correcting the reimbursement, submitting in claims for corrected billing. So it's always best if we could maybe create a standard of how to implement that. So what we would want to do is maybe within our own organization, we're going through a lot of processes right now of creating standards, and our form of creating standards is just how do we go about this? Like a policy. From now on, before we implement a new form of a service line, we are going to take that service and we're going to send it to a coder or auditor, have them review it, look at the coding, look at the billing, find out the policies, see if Medicare has a reimbursement policy for that. Maybe look at your top 5 carriers, see if they also have a reimbursement policy associated for that service as well. Always good. And also look at what providers can order it, see if there's any type of service restrictions there, and what providers can render the service as well. So I hope this is useful. And if you ever have any questions, don't forget, NamUs is here to provide that support to you. And with that, we'll wrap this up today. Please don't forget, post your feedback and comments here. And if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a buzz. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.